So let's start off right into it. We're gonna bring on Kyle Spence and Aunt Bay. Let's bring them on in. Round of applause. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you guys for joining us. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. Living the dream.
So before we get into everything, 2 weeks ago we were talking, and Aunt, you put a comment in the chat saying, "Hey, Kyle wins. You got to do a shoey." JC's like, "Yeah, sure." Right?
No problem. Hold me to it.
Yeah, he was quick to jump right on it. But like, funny backstory behind that was I was watching, where were they? Lawrenceburg, and McFadden had just won, and he was doing the shoey, and I was like, oh shit, Jay-Z's got to do a shoey, or should do a shoey, and then he kind of dug his own grave with that one.
So we got receipts here. Yep. And I'm gonna play a real quick video just so everybody knows the premise.
Oh Jesus!
Bro, Jay-Z's gonna do a shoey.
Listen, you guys win. Kyle Spence wins. I'll do a shoey in Victory Lane with y'all.
Hold them to it.
Hold me to it. I will be there if I'm there, obviously. But you put that thing in Victory Lane somewhere, and I will do a shoey.
And even if he's not, listen. Even if he's not there, we're gonna make him do it on the show.
Oh, okay. I'll do a shoey if Kyle Spence comes on the show. We're trying to get Kyle. He's shy.
Yeah.
I want to have him on the show. I want to get to know him.
Yeah.
I'll do a shoey on live on here after a win. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Cotton 4K. So there's the receipts.
Something else that's funny about that. That was the first race we ran after that episode.
Exactly. It was like 5 days later. It was pretty insane.
After the next one.
Yeah. And somehow Jay-Z forgot in that time too, what I heard right backstage.
Oh, totally forgot. I go into Victory Lane, right? Gary Ferguson, what's up? Gary was, very gracious to allow me out in Victory Lane. I know these guys pretty well here. And I go out to Victory Lane, and they pull in, and they do their thing. And the first thing Aunt Bay turns around and goes, "You have to do a shoey." And I went, "Oh, no, I did do that. I totally forgot. Didn't even think about it." And he said it, and I was like, "Oh, I did say that. Oh, he won. Oh, my God, this is going to happen." So we've got the beer. I don't know if the Busch Light Peach is going to make it worse. It's going to make it better. I think it's going to be bad either way. My wife told me not to puke on the carpet. I am currently sitting in our brand new finished basement. Carpet, wall. I mean, it is legit 2 weeks old. Okay.
I'll drink with you. I'm not going to drink out of a shoe, but I'll drink with you, Jason.
I'm going to prepare and lay this on the floor. I said I would. Kyle is here. Kyle is a man of his word. He showed up today.
I was busting his balls the other day about the excuses he was going to use to. Oh yeah, it should have been a Bud Light.
Matt, that's well.
He is using the white shoe.
He
was going to use a brand new shoe.
It was a newish shoe. I've worn it, but I didn't really want to ruin these shoes. I wear these damn things. I didn't want to ruin them. So hopefully some of this, I'll wash them and see if it comes out. So here we go.
This is foul.
That was great.
Yeah. Jay-Z, next rain out beer's on me, bud.
Congratulations, my friend. I'm ready to throw that in the trash.
Sorry, I'm not.
Well, guys.
Hey, you heard it. You said it. I'll do it. Okay. Hopefully there's more to come. I'm going to get him. Jimmy, you start this off. I'm going to go clean this up. So I don't get my wife will kill me.
I'm going to second what Kyle said already. I think Jay-Z should do that every week.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
It pays the bills, and let's do it.
Yeah, we need
So,
some
Kyle,
more good luck.
All this is possible because you won at Lincoln 2 weeks ago. It was is that your fifth sprint car start or
Fifth with the 358.
358?
I ran 2 410 races. Yep.
So? Tell us how the win came about. I mean, obviously you're fast, but just tell us how your night went.
A lot of it was helpful that we sucked the other couple weeks. We didn't have too good of points because we just didn't have great finishes. We're like 18th the one week and like 15th another.
Steering issues the first night. Second night we were just buried.
Yeah, and then the week before I won, we dropped the valve running second.
With 4 to go. DNF,
so that set us up good. Really, so just starting up front. That's the biggest thing with these. You're just, you got to start up front and get out to that clean air.
Tell us a little bit about your career up to this point. How'd you end up here in the 358? I know you have been in some other race cars and have gained a reputation before you even got into a 358.
Yeah, so when I was little, like most of us, started in a quarter midget and ran those for a couple years, and then the 125 micro for a couple years and 270 micro, and just kind of worked my way up to a 600, which I ran that for quite a while, since 2015, and a little bit of midget, not much, but the wingless 360 I ran probably like 15 races or so. So power-wise, I was kind of used to it. Being a 360, it's pretty similar, but just getting used to the wing is a whole different ball game when I got to the 358s.
So you jumped right into this is your first year with the 358, correct? So, yeah. Obviously, but you're also doing a little bit of 410. So I'm sorry, my headphones are cutting in and out. So are you going to run like the rest of the season with like a 58, or are you going to go more into 410s, going to keep splitting it up? Are you committed to anything?
Mainly the 358s. That's what Shane's got. So we got a fresh Travis motor now, so hopefully that'll be good for the rest of the year and not have any issues. So the 410, it's Bob Hummers. He's just letting me get my feet wet in it, and we'll kind of pick and choose and run whatever races we kind of want or feel like we can go and do halfway decent. I mean, it's tough with those guys. They're on it, and like Baps, my first night they did timed hot laps, and I never even ran the thing before. So, it's just getting used to that, and you gotta be good out of the gate. So it's, if there's a 358 race the night before, it's definitely a lot more helpful. Just getting the seat time and still trying to get used to that, let alone the 410.
First of all, thank you. Yeah, I needed a minute there. So, what do you think? We've had a lot of guys on this division, and young guys, not a lot of seat time in a big wing car, and everybody's kind of had their own little way of like how they adapted and learned. Like, what in your early career has helped you figure this out so fast, or at least look natural to me as a dummy who don't know anything? You look pretty good in the car. You don't look out of place. You don't look like you can't hold a line. What do you think has made you get a feel that you can at least be competitive, hold your own, and obviously go win a race so fast?
I think honestly being able to be a little more used to the dirty air, running non-wing, we don't have the wing to hold us down. So I feel like I'm a little bit better in dirty air. Obviously clean air is where you need to be, but just trying to like maneuver the car, behind somebody, I feel like that's a little more of an advantage. Yeah, I mean, it's still a whole different ball game. I'm just getting used to it, and it's hard to pass. That's the biggest thing. It's just track positions, everything.
Yeah, and I agree, and I think that division, we're pretty close with Kyle Keene and talked to him through his journey in 305 up to the 358, and there isn't a series that's easy in Central PA. Right? It does not matter whether you're in the 600 micros, you're in a 305, you're in a 358. There's good talent throughout, and it makes you learn how to race around other cars for sure. But it also can be frustrating as hell when you can go a long time and not win a race. Now, you've been fortunate enough to win a race. You know, the draw went right. Everything kind of fell in line. Not that you didn't earn it, but it fell in line, and you get started front half of the car, and you had to go earn it. But it's hard to do. Does that ever, like, you've won at every level, but like, do you ever wonder, like, man, what if I don't win a bunch of these? What if if you're running sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth, like, does that shake your confidence at all? Or are you still like, hey, I'm learning, I'll figure this out. I know I'm confident enough that I'll figure it out.
I mean, I'm definitely not confident. Ant knows it takes me like half the night to finally get up to speed, and it's just, I'm not doing it for a living. So I'm not, I guess that pressure's not really on me as much as, a lot of these guys. So, I mean, I'm used to hopping into different cars and stuff like that. And I just, got to adapt the best I can. It's about all I can do. It's just, I'm not going to go out there and junk a car just trying to win at the first corner, because I still got to go Monday.
And it's funny. You're a pretty quiet, mild-mannered guy. Listen, you don't love doing this right now. I get it. So I very much appreciate you all coming on here. By the way, first driver crew tandem at the same time.
A lot of firsts going on.
Yeah. A lot of firsts. Yes, a lot of firsts tonight. So, like you're you're a quiet guy. You go about your business, but you behind the wheel, you seem to be a different person. I mean, have you always kind of had that aggressiveness once you put a helmet on and get in a race car? Has that been pretty natural to you, or did you have to sort of grow into that, like, go get it kind of thing when you put a helmet
on? I think a lot of it's just the bigger races I go to, and like the 410s, like you just got to be on kill on some of those shows. So I think that helps, a lot. Just, like racing out of Tulsa or something like that. Like you miss your marks once or twice, you're losing a spot or two, which is the difference of, a good starting spot in the feature or the back of a B main. So, it's just, you got to go, but also not make any stupid mistakes.
Yeah. And one thing I noticed, you talked about backside night, the timed hot laps, and then kind of how to go kind of thing, and it makes a lot of sense. Like I don't know what I'm doing, right? Like I'm just going to get behind the wheel here. But I could tell as that night went on, you got faster and faster and faster. And how by the end of that thing, you were hard charger twice, two nights, both times into 410. I want to say.
I think we timed with Whittle.
Whittle at Bridgeport had us same, but he finished 2 spots ahead, so he got it.
You know what? I'll take that one from Justin. You have less experience. Yeah. You get the hard charger. I'll give it to you.
He got it, but
like you figure out how to pass cars in an even more competitive division that you run every Saturday night at 358. Did you find it almost like, and I've heard this from other guys who have been 358 to a 410. Did you find it almost more comfortable in a 410 in the race trim once you kind of got going and you found other people's pace? And did you feel more comfortable with the car and being able to maneuver the car more with the extra power?
Yeah, to an extent, you can definitely get yourself out of trouble a little bit easier. Like if you, just blow through the cushion a little bit, you can kind of gas it up to get it off a little bit better and stuff like that. But you could also get into more trouble too. But I think a lot of it, honestly, we have 2 different cars here, and the 358 is a little more twitchy, I guess, just the way we have it set up, and the 410 is a little more of a stable car. So I think with having that a lot more stable, it's been more comforting that I can just kind of sail it in there a little bit better, and that's about it. It's that car is a lot like my non-wing 360 as far as the length and just the way everything's fitted. So that definitely helps a lot. I ran more races with that, and yeah.
Did you have any little like interest in the back of your mind about taking the wing off, putting 360 in, and running last night at Kutztown?
Well, we actually have the 360 car ready. It's just the non-wing car, but I gotta get shock adjusters and tethers and all that kind of stuff to run with USAC and mufflers and stuff like that. And plus it was on a Sunday night, so it makes a late night. We're not exactly around the corner, so
Yeah.
We definitely kicked the idea around, but
We definitely thought about putting the 53-inch axle in our car over here and taking it to Bridgeport, because Bridgeport's only 20 minutes up the road. But
Right.
that was a one-day deal. Saturday night after the races, like, oh hey, let's go run Bridgeport Wednesday. But that
Didn't
Sunday
happen.
morning you wake up and it's like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
That was fun to think about.
Yeah.
that we're kind of planning on for next weekend of hitting the Grove with the 358 and then trying Speed Week with the 410 at Lincoln. So
Oh, nice.
I was going to actually ask you that if you had any speed week plans, to kind of get your toes in a little bit of the 410 world during the week.
yeah, as of right now, I think we're going to plan on Lincoln the first night or Saturday night, and then Port Royal on the first.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
The first.
That's the plan.
Looking forward to that. Did you watch the USAC race last night?
I did, not
What'd
physically, but I
Yeah,
watched
what'd
it
you
on
think?
film. I thought it was actually pretty good. It had a top and bottom. I just figured watching USAC East Coast, it was just going to be on the fence all night. And, those guys got the bottom hooked up enough that they could really run wherever. Looked like the top actually got pretty dirty by the end. And the middle-ish to bottom was pretty severe.
Yeah, it was very much like a battle to get to the bottom. If you were fast and you needed to pass a car, you had to be under a car. Like there weren't a lot of people passing on the outside. There's some guys running up there. I think some of the lap cars finally bailed and said, okay, I'm just going to run up here just to get out of the way. It was definitely a battle for the bottom for sure. I was sitting, I think, in 3, and that was like some serious drive to the bottom, root them up out of the way sort of deal there, which was cool because the cars were definitely down and digging, which was kind of fun to watch. But early in the night, they got up on the fence a little bit, like on trials, early heat, but otherwise it's kind of like Brett, you got anything?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Good,
I think you're the
I can't hear you. Anyway,
Sorry.
I'm relearning this. So, I guess one question, obviously early in your career, but have you thought about a race that you would really want to win? Again, like if you just got your first win, what would be the next race kind of on your radar you would really like to win?
Again, or
just for
in
any
general?
race, just in general.
I love to win the Chili Bowl, but that's
There you go.
There's a lot of people hoping for that. So, it's the best of the best is out there. And, there's like the 410s, there's so many big races. You got the Eldora Million, Knoxville Nationals.
USITS has a big race this week.
Yep.
Tuscarora 50. That would be a cool one for. I would say if you got the chance to do that this year, that would be one I'd love to win. But I don't know. There's so many big ones.
Right.
I love any big one.
For sure.
Jimmy does too, turns out.
See, I was going to make a comment, but I figured I'd be nice.
I'm not.
All right. So, what I wanted to ask, so we heard a little bit from Kyle on, his adjustment to going into a wing car and, just jump it up. And how do you take his experience in the past and what and kind of help make the thing go? You know what I mean? Just
well, the first night we went to practice at BAPS was actually a pretty big, just to see where we were at. It was a shit track for a day show. It was.
Yeah, it was.
It rained for 3 days before that, and then we showed up there, and it took rubber by the third session. Which,
yeah,
hey, whatever. So we went from showing up with one setup to completely going the other way. But I mean, we really kind of, stumbled on something at Babs those first couple weeks. And we kind of took that to Lincoln, and we were, fast at Lincoln, just a couple times had the shitty pill draw, and then just going from there, really. The 410 was kind of, the same way. It was just, let's try this, and then just went from there. And, by the end of the night, we had it. So just got to kind of get, better earlier in the night with the 410 at least. Those guys, even at BAPS, everybody that was raced there has raced there, 10 times at least. And we go to Bridgeport where, he ran the wingless car there, but 410 with the All-Stars is,
it's another level.
Those guys are on kill,
Yeah.
So, it wasn't really, we're kind of doing some wingless stuff, kind of, to get them comfortable, and kind of doing some old school basic stuff.
So, Kyle, if you've seen the show, or Ant, what's coming here. My question: you're going to name 2 drivers, okay? It can be guys you race with now or guys you raced with in the past. I don't care. Somebody you love racing with, you have a good time with. It's going to be fun and entertaining. Probably you also want to beat them, but it'll be a good time. And somebody who's just been a thorn in your side, hard to pass, hard to race around. I don't know, may have pissed you off, may not have. I don't care. Whichever way you want to look at this, one of each.
Oh boy.
You got to say Kyle Keene for jumping the start at Babs.
Sorry, you sons of bitches.
That was a low blow, man.
That was.
I was just kidding. I don't think he really jumped that start. We went down before they were first, but both starting on the front row the other week, and me and Kyle both went down. It was like, hey, make sure you don't jump to start this time. They penalize the road here. They penalize the road.
You jump to start so much that you let Kyle win turn 1. The other Kyle, this Kyle, not that Kyle.
I get along great with Tommy Kunzman. We used to race a lot more together. Lately, we haven't. Now that I've been running this deal, but been running with him with the micros, and I actually bought a midget off of him years ago, and that's how we got real tight there. And we went out west racing together and stuff like that. And
don't mind the dog.
Yeah, you're good.
Both of us ended up being best men in our weddings and stuff. So it's a love-hate relationship. Sometimes we get mad at each other if one of us kicks the other one's ass. So, but, we're good friends, and I never have any issues on the track with him, other than him beating me. But man. Somebody don't feel along
looking for guidance on this one.
Listen, it's only a $500 fine for fighting the pits.
Well, I mean, I got kicked out of a track once, but I don't want to go there on the show.
I knew you were going to say that too. I knew you were going to say that.
I'll just say a steering wheel went flying. I'm not going any farther than that. It's in the past. But yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
That's probably the biggest altercation.
Yeah, that's the biggest one I can think of.
I don't think Jay-Z's going to let you off the hook that easy.
Jay-Z has that face.
You made him do a shoey. He's going to hold you.
Jay-Z has the face, so he's like, you're not done until
you know, you know.
There you go.
I don't know. Well, I don't know the story.
He's not telling the story.
No.
Don't say names. Don't say names.
You already said what's in the past is in the past, so.
But okay, if you don't want to say the name about that story, I still want to know somebody who you know it's a battle with every time.
Battle with. Oh, here's a good one. So,
there you go. Okay.
A lot of people know I run for Bob Hummer some, and the deal is actually pretty funny how we got together, because me and Alex we're fine off the track, but it's one of them people, man, you just hate racing with them side by side. It just, it's full contact, and just there was times we did not get along. There was times we got along great, but it's just Bob would always, joke with Alex and about putting me in the car and stuff like that. And not that I was trying to steal his ride or anything like that. Alex is pretty good, and especially in the sprint car stuff, he's better than me. And there was 2 races. Once at Lanco where I did a slide job on him from way back. He was entering turn 3, and I was still on the back stretch, and I got by him right at the line. And there's that one, and then out in Indiana, we were at Circus City, and it had like a 12-inch cushion, and it was biting cars, and it bit him with like 2 to go, and I got by him and won the $10,000. So ever since, Bob jokes around with them, and we went to the shootout and all that stuff together afterwards, and it was just funny because on the track we both were always going at it so hard, and we're good friends now. So
that's the perfect answer. Again, it doesn't have to be somebody's personal shot at or attacking that you don't like. You can leave those unnamed and you can tell us off the air. But for this purpose, that's the perfect answer. So, Jimmy.
Just thanks for joining us, first of all. Tell us who gets you up and down the road, who helps get that car get together.
There you go. They're all your sponsors. You can say that.
First off, Ant. I mean, he does a lot of the work, and finding a sprint car team out here in South Jersey is pretty slim to none. So, thankfully for Shane for letting me, have the opportunity, and Ant putting in all his work, and we're close to me, so I can come over and help and all that. And Dave Betts, he supported me along the whole way with the sprint car deal, and he's helping us along with this. And Bob Hummer with Regatta Trucking and Excavating, helping with the 410, and letting us use that for a few shows. One guy I drive for, Kurt Matherly, with the 600. He's helping us out with M&M Housing, Travis Race Engines, dynamic testing, energy, Multani barrels, CTI, Titan Wings, Hanover Door, Dyno Bar, KH Suspension, JP Racing, Buckner Flooring. There's so many people really that's helping us out. So, every little bit goes a long way. So just thankful to have the opportunity this year, and glad we could pick a win off, and hopefully we can get a few more.
Awesome. I think you got them all. Good job. Well, thanks again, guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that does help.
Yeah, good thing you cut away so we can turn around and look at the car real quick.
Well, Jimmy put it on the screen so we could see the sponsors.
Yeah. That's a long list. Go ahead, Chris.
I was just gonna say, like Jimmy said, thanks for joining us. It was good getting to know you guys, and look forward to seeing you at the track soon.
Yeah, and maybe after another win, you guys can come back and we'll do more shoeys all around.
Jimmy
More shoeys all around.
I'm not. No.
I'm out too.
Hopefully next time Jay-Z does it in Victory Lane.
Yeah, there we go. That would be the win to do it. All right, guys. Thanks.
Tuscarora 50 win. Jay-Z will do it in Victory Lane.
Yeah.
Listen. If we win the Tuscarora 50, I don't care if anybody likes it or not. My ass is streaking down the front stretch.
Saving that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna clip that now.
Cut scene, do it.
You're not gonna want pictures of that.
Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us. We're gonna let you guys get out of here, and good luck here in the future. We'll see you guys in the pits and out on the track.
Yeah, see you guys.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Take it easy.